Sa taas.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Maggie, hello.
Sabi na asawa ko mag-English daw ako para maintindihan niya. So when I came to Thailand in May 2006, 10 years ago, the Filipino community was very small. The only Filipinos I knew were the ones living in Banbasong and then the living quarters in the commercial school. And it was very seldom I see them. And I remember the first, I think the birth of the FCDR was when the bishop, it was last minute, he said that he would hold mass for the Filipinos. And that was very welcome because we didn't have any English mass that time. The only masses we went to were the Thai masses. And to hear mass in English was very good, was very exciting. So we went, and then I think that was the time when we decided that we would form a Filipino community. And it just started with the Filipinos in Ratchaburi. More specifically, those teaching only in the upper one. And later on, it grew. And I'm happy that there are lots of Filipinos here in Ratchaburi now. It's nice to see mga kababayan. And unfortunately, around that time, I also got married, started a family, and...
Unfortunately talaga.
Not unfortunately that I was not able to join activities.
Jerry!
No. For those who are nearing the end of the calendar, don't worry. There's hope.
It's hope.
There's hope!
Yes. It's here in Thailand. I met my husband and
Amen!
Sharon the Sharon.
yes, Sharon.
Ma'am Cora, don't lose hope. Ito na yung isang Amerikano naghanap na asawa.
It's amazing how before, 10 years ago, we only had one boy, Rojan, the son of Rosel and Han. And now he's grown up. But now we can see those children at
Yes.
the back. So
At the front
if you want to
also.
start a Filipino nursery,
Oh!
you can do so.
Needed.
International Filipino School.
Wow.
Being good, so we can send our children to the International Filipino School. Zane? Yes, Zane.
Yay!
So I'm happy to see all of us gathered here today, and I wish the FCDR to grow more and grow in strength and faith and change is coming.
Let me down. You put my life very good. I never just the life we made. I'm so glad I stayed. I believe ayun mulai. Ayun. I knew how much with you. Through the years. Love? Love? Through the years when everything went wrong, together we were strong. I know that I belong right here with you. Through the years, I never had a doubt. You always work things out. I love your life's the power. And let me through the years. Okay na! Okay.
Through the years, FCDR, 10 years.
Through the years, you've never let us down. You turn our lives around. The sweetest days we've found in front of you. Through the years, it's better every day. You can wait as long as it's okay. I'll stay with you. Through the years. Thank you. Hey! May satay! May satay!
They had to go through a lot of difficulties. They had many struggles, many tempests to face, and yet they tried their best to be united as one family. During their time, there were many rules, there were do's and don'ts. And as we celebrate the feast of Saints Peter and Paul, I remember Saint Paul. He is my favorite saint because in spite of the fact that he was a sinner, the passion that he had within himself was the one that moved him to persecute Christians during this time. And when he experienced the very presence of Christ in his life, the same passion he used to be able to be a missionary to the Gentiles. We are very grateful for his presence, for his life, for his mission. And as we also remember Saint Peter, who was just a very simple person, as Father said, he was not that very reflective. There were many occasions that he had to decide immediately. He did not reflect things well, and yet the Lord used him to be an apostle also. Each one of us is gifted with potential. Each one of us has talents to share. And I'm very grateful and very thankful to Kuya Tony who had given himself to the community. I know that he has to sacrifice many things, especially his time, his family, and yet his sacrifice to the community is edifying. I hope that each one of us will be able to imitate his very presence, his sacrifices, and his love for the community. If we will not be able to help him lead our community like Saints Peter and Paul, our community will never grow. Our community will never be united as one family. And in their experiences, the believers in Christ, when they had to go through the selection of their members, remember, the Gentiles were not part of the community. And yet, because of the faith of Saint Peter in these believers, that the Holy Spirit was with them, he said to other apostles who questioned him, why do you have to get these non-believers, these Gentiles,
this uncircumcised as part of our community. And Saint Peter said, who am I? Who am I not to get these non-believers if the Holy Spirit is with them? I think we also experience this struggle, that sometimes we tend to select our own group. But if Christ is with us, everybody is a member. Everybody is part of this big family. If we had all these rules, we would never have to experience this being together as one big family. We break all these rules, we break all the do's and don'ts. That's why we have this family. And the theme, one mind, one heart, and one family is very much alive in us today. And I hope that each one of us will be an enabler. An enabler meaning we will be able to see the potential and the capacity and the talent of each one of us to be able to make use of these talents for the greater good of our community. And so, as last part of my message, we must not compete. We must not compete with one another, but we must compete so that this community will become one big family. As the Lord said, we must be one bread, one body, one Lord of all. Good afternoon and have a nice day.
To have a better community. Thank you very much.
As we depart from this place, may our hearts filled with joy and unforgettable memories to share. We're ending this event with a quote from Jean Maria, a Canadian Catholic philosopher, theologian, and humanitarian. A growing community must integrate three elements: a life of silent prayer, a life of service, and above all, of listening to the poor. And a community life to which all its members can grow in their own gift. Happy 10th anniversary FCDR. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone.